Before we start the interview, we said that Data Privacy Act and discuss the gene and stem cell therapy.
I'm sorry to tell the group that I do not agree for the gene and stem cell therapy. Uh, First and foremost, I believe, as what we have known before in our health ethics, anything use of extraordinary means is evil. That's the position we have. That's how we were taught. What makes things extraordinary or ordinary? So, all medicines, treatments, and diagnostics can become extraordinary if it would cause excessive pain, excessive expense, and inconvenience to a patient or an individual. So, as we all know, at present, stem cell therapy is very costly. So, for me, the benefit, the hope that it would give after the treatment outweighs. So, murag bugat siya kaayo ang cost compared to the benefit we have. I have met several persons already having that treatment. um, I myself is also being convinced to use stem cell therapy. I am a cancer patient for the past 2 years. Many were advocating to me. Even until now, I have a text message on someone who is convincing me to undergo stem cell therapy. But as I said to myself, until I am on chemotherapy, I will not go into any other treatment to complicate things. I have met people for the past 2 years on my chemotherapy and treatments. Until now, I am still on my chemotherapy. There are people who have submitted themselves for chemotherapy, which I met at the treatment area. Unfortunately, most of them have really spent so much for the stem cell therapy and still they go back to the classical chemotherapy. Why? Because they did not find relief or kana bang mas na-improve nga wala na reason nga mo come back ang disease. Then last week, a friend of mine, our family friend, ang iyag yung wife died of cancer. She did not submit herself for chemotherapy, believing because they have enough uh, financial capacity to support for the stem cell. The children are already working. The husband is a retiree with a very good pension. So she offers stem cell therapy so that she will not undergo the side effects of chemotherapy because of her age. Unfortunately, she did not live long. So the more I am convinced that I am not into stem cell therapy because even if I am diagnosed with cancer for the past 2 years, I am still working right now. So I still believe in the natural means, the natural healing of the body, and until when God will provide for my life. Approach they are using, scientifically known, nabasa, nakita, nadunggan. I do not argue with the approach they are using. It's just that I know it's very painful for those who have undergone, especially for those via bone marrow stem cell therapy. But for some, there are light stem cell therapy going on in the market. There are many advocates, there are many agents. The oral stem cell therapy. I do not disagree that kind of approach because I know healing comes from what you believe. So if you believe that this kind of treatment can really cure or can really alleviate your condition, then it's fine. The approach they're using the oral because long before stem cell is via injection method. And then nowadays, there are stem cell treatments they are using na oral. Oral na daw. Capsules na. So I do not disagree because all these things come also from thorough research. It's just that they have different perspective. So if someone wants to adhere to the stem cell therapy, then it would be fine. It would be okay. So the approach they're using, yes, I believe I am not in a position to disagree the kind of approach you're using because they are based from research, thorough research prior they launch the approach. Thank you. If I were to choose between gene and stem cell, even if I am not an advocate of two, I believe the lesser should we say in our orientation in the academy, they said uh, choose the lesser evil because there is always evil in every action. So if you are to choose between two evils, choose the lesser evil. I guess stem cell is less expensive, less painful than gene therapy. Besides, stem cell therapy, mas gina-promote siya this time. Mas widely used siya compared to gene therapy. Maybe because it's gene therapy, wala pa yun kay siya widely na known. Oh, it's stem cell that has been widely known to the public, to the community, and the different approaches of the stem cell therapy. Because before we just know stem cell, you have to fly to Japan, you have to go to other countries, and this time it's just, I said, over the counter. Kay mura magina direct selling na lang nila, personalized approach. So if I were to choose between the two, and more research has been done with stem cell therapy. Besides, when you go to gene therapy, it's the DNA in your body that has been altered. So the approach used in gene therapy, murag need pa og thorough research and experiments compared to the stem cell therapy.
So, good evening, everyone. So, let's tackle what we understand in our interview this afternoon. So, Kate, what is your insights with your interview with the nurse of LGU?
Well, for the nursing, we have sa interviewee na mo nga koan, nurse 2, specifically Ma'am Patricia from Claveria, di ba?
Yes.
Well, she has defeated a cancer tumor within within her body, and therefore mostly in her answers depict that she does not easily require into stem cell therapy or the gene therapy because of some things that she believes on nga she really does know how to handle herself, and she does know how to really maintain healthy living and thinking about the beliefs she has to
Yes.
support in herself, which is believe in God and really believe on the medicine that does not belong to more risk in the near future.
Yeah.
Because we all know, diba, within our study na gene therapy has very, very tons of risk. However, and very costly about the stuff. It is expensive at the same time, very risky to put on within our bodies.
Yes. As
So,
it needs to alter the gene talaga.
yes. And within my partner, Jalame Canoos, she has the question number 2 about it. And what do you think about siyang answer ato, Jella?
Kate, I guess you may repeat your question. Maybe her signal wasn't in the right condition.
Jella? So, di ba regarding earlier, I know. How about this? Hi, Sanaga. Di ba you were with Erica about interviewing the priest? What things do you think nga is better for our future, Yapon? Do you agree or disagree with the stem cell therapy and the gene therapy?
For me, I agree sa stem cell therapy because first, told already na it's very costly and only few people can afford it, right? So if we push that projects, to not it may not benefit many people, especially average and middle class people, and also I can afford to risk my body in that such
Mm.
project have um that has not yet been proven, and yes, that's
No.
me.
Okay. Okay.
How about you, Erica? 'Di ba you had a face-to-face interviewee with the priest pastor
Yes.
itself? What do you think?
So Tatay Rodrigo was a member of the church. He is a person who wed those who are unmarried couple, but he is not necessarily a priest. So based on our interview, if in his answers, he said that if it is literally God's will that he would let the gene and stem cell therapy to be known or and can cure and the uncurable diseases, so he will agree with that. But if not, then then not. So basically, we, he also said that even if God agree with that kind of thing, if it is your time, it is your time. You cannot alter the uh, the the our life thread, di ba, Leingana? So, what about you, Jella? And based in your interview with Ma'am Patricia, so what can you give to us? Some insights in your interview.
So I think Jella cannot be on the mic since her signal is having turn-offs. Therefore, in regards to the summary of both the Tatay and Miss Patricia, it was the interview itself was really professionally held and opinionated between the two, because not everyone has their perspective on things, and they have different aspects of their lives between our topic too.
Yes, as on and also for Tatay Rodrigo, he said that we that that you cannot just cure diseases internally, but you can also cure it externally using herbal medicines that can be put on onto your body. So basically, if we have the no, ano ba? we can still cure our diseases or our injuries through physical way. We we can just do it on our own. no? So for you, Kate, kanang in your own perspective, do you agree in using gene therapy or in stem cell therapy?
I think I would stay on the basis of the medical practitioner, Miss Patricia. Because of that question, she did say things that really made sense, that made me really rethink about stem cell therapy and gene therapy. Knowing that she is a cancer survivor, I do think that it is crucial to think about the risk and benefits. And thinking about that, risks are way higher than benefits.
Yeah.
First of all, like I said earlier, it was really costly, at the same time really high risk, because it wasn't studied enough to have it professionally said na there's no let's say,
It is not dangerous
b-
to conduct to
yeah,
your body.
because there are tests pa gyud to really assure na it's really safe. However, with that, I would say na I do not agree with, personally, I would not agree doing that to my own body. However, to the other people, like the approach on doing stem cell therapy and the gene therapy, there is no problem with me within the approach on how to do things, because it was made to embetterment the lifestyle and the body genes that the people had, to reduce the sickness of what we have, and there is nothing wrong with that. Pero me personally, I don't think that I would be able to do so, due to some personal reasons as well. And yes, I would still go on with Miss Patricia about her answers accords to stem cell therapy and the gene therapy as well.
Mm. I guess we already have our time already end. So thank you everyone, and that was a great insights and summary on our own interviews.